Laurel here, and I'm here to show you this fun winter card using some glitter Ritz and some distress inks and some heat embossing. And I'm going to be using that stamp set from Penny Black called Mimi's Christmas. And I'm going to be using my favorite image from that set, which is that little line of penguins. I just absolutely love it. I stamped it multiple times, and I do that because I tend to mess up. And rather than have to pull everything back out again, I've got my image right there. So I just trimmed it using my honeybee scissors. And now I'm going to run it through my tape runner here, and I'll link this up on the blog. I'll link all my supplies up on the blog because I want to give it a stickiness to the front of the image so I can add some glitter to the penguins. So I'm going to peel off eventually. There we go. I'm fighting with the adhesive. What you want to remember to do is I usually take a bone folder and really make sure that adhesive gets on all of the image that I want coated, and then you just peel it back. Grabbing some scratch paper here, and I've got this glitter Ritz. I believe it's Warm Highlights, and I love this. It's really fine glitter. It'll last you a long time, and I'm just dumping it right over there, right on over the adhesive. And I'll just dump my excess back into the container there. And then I'm just going to take my finger, you could take a bone folder or whatever works for you, and I'm just going to rub everything, all that glitter in place. I believe this is called burnishing. And I typically hate using glitter because I don't like glitter coming off all over my hands when I pick up ornaments or things in the mail. It bugs me. But with this, if you burnish it, once you do it, it never comes up off your fingers. So the glitter's a little on the pricey side. I think it's about $8, but number one, it lasts you a long time. And it won't come off, which is a big pet peeve of mine, so it's totally worth it. So now I'm just going over it very gently because I don't want to damage my Copics, just to give the penguins a little bit of color. I think I'm using my cool shades of Copics. I find it very difficult to do a lot of blending when you're trying to color over glitter. So you won't see too much blending going on here, but I am going to take the C3 now. I think that first one was C1. And just kind of darken some of the sides there to try to give it a little bit of a shadow. But I don't want to take away from the glitter, which you'll see here in just a second, I hope, of these adorable penguins. And there it is. It's really pretty in real life. Now I'm taking this snowflake set from Hero Arts. It's called Designer Snowflakes. And I'm going to stamp some snowflakes as the background of this panel. Now I'm just layering them out kind of where I want them, placing them on the cardstock, and then I'm going to pick them up using my stamp press. I love my Fisker stamp press. You can get it at Simon Says Stamp, which I'll link it up on the blog, and they also carry it, I don't know what craft stores you have locally there, but I know that they carry it at Michael's Crafts, and if you use your 40% coupon, you can get this for a pretty inexpensive price. I just inked it up with Versamark because I am going to be doing some heat embossing and some distress inks, and I wanted to add a few more of the smaller snowflakes, so it's hard to see where I'm stamping. I know, I think I struggled with trying to see where all the snowflakes were, but anyway, I've pretty much got them where I wanted here, and I'm going to go ahead and heat set them. That's some clear embossing powder. I just keep it in some Tupperware. The embossing powders that I use the most, which are white and clear, I keep in this, Tupperware I got from Target or something. It's just easier. And then I'm going to heat set it right there. And now I'm going to add some distress inks. Faded Jeans, and I can't remember the other blue, but I'll link it up in the, I think it's Faded Jeans and Stormy Sky. I think this is Stormy Sky I'm laying down first. And then work your way off the paper. I know you've heard this before, but work your way off the paper and then on, and that will avoid getting those clumps of ink from your sponge there. And I just wanted to go around the edges just very quickly just to give it a little bit more definition for the sky. Sorry if I'm making y'all sick. I'm rubbing pretty hard here. So I'm shaking my whole desk. Oh, and that's a strip of just some eclipse masking tape, in case you were wondering. And then I'm going to take some water and just flick it like I love to do, my little water flicking technique, and just flick it onto the paper. And you can see how quickly it reacts, and because they're distress inks, it's the only inks that will react to water. And I'm just going to heat set it because I have zero patience. and waiting for things. All right, so now this is some liquid applique. I'm sure you can get it anywhere. I think I got mine off of eBay because I wanted the penguins to be sitting in the snow. So I'm going to go ahead and adhere my penguins down. I'm using the Glue Glider Pro, which I really love. It's very inexpensive. The refills are inexpensive, and I'm just a big fan of this particular adhesive runner. And I'm going to glue my penguins down in place, and then I'm going to go through with this liquid applique. And I have it in white and brown. There might be other colors out there, I don't know. But you just go around and you just apply it. You just squeeze it out of the tube like you would with stickles or anything like that. And this is really fun to use as snow. If you have like gingerbread cookie stamps, this is fun to use as like icing. I've done that before. This stuff is super cool. Again, I'll link up all my supplies on the blog. And then when you heat set it, look at it poof up. See how it poofs up? It's super, super, super cool, and I love it. Kind of makes me want to go eat some frosting. Oh, and you got a quick shot of how fun the glitter is. Now this is the Hero Arts layering paper. I think this pack is called C, and I like it because it has the white inside and the colored outside. And again, I'm just going to adhere that down. Super easy. And I'm going to trim off there on the right hand side to make it the size that I want, make the sides more even, obviously. And the last thing, I wanted to do something on the inside of the cards, which I never, ever, ever, ever remember to do. So I grabbed a couple of shadow inks, and I'm just going to stamp the snowflakes there. Soft Granite and Soft Pool, I believe, are the colors. For the smallest snowflake, which I'm about to do here, I very carefully took the small snowflake stamp and I inked it in both ink pads without overlapping because I don't want to contaminate my pads. But I thought it would be cute to have a two-tone snowflake that matches, the other colors I used. So that's what I did there. And then here you've got the finished card. I left the sentiment off. I'll handwrite one in on the inside. And here's a close-up. Thanks so much for watching. Bye.